Hi.
Uh, Hi, sweetie. How are you?
I'm
I
good. How
didn't
are
realize it was
you?
FaceTime. I sat up in bed. I'm so tired.
Oh, did you work today?
Oh, yeah, I worked.
Oh.
I just got home a little while ago.
Oh, okay. Yeah, thank
All right.
you.
Is this your room?
Yeah. I mean, do you want to see it?
Yeah, turn the camera.
I mean, it's pretty straightforward. I have a really nice
Look at
view.
your view.
It's really nice. And then I have another window right here.
Oh my God.
I can people watch. That's really fun.
Oh, I
Also,
like it.
yeah, and my roommate moved out, so I have a double to myself. She just left, and I was like, okay, more space for me. Okay.
How's school going?
It's good. It's finals week next week. I just took a chem exam yesterday, and I cried a little.
Why? Did you think you failed it again?
No, I actually did well on the first one. I got like a 92, but I didn't do so well on the quiz, and then we just took an exam. I have one more week of this. Like,
You're
I'll
almost
survive.
done.
Yeah.
You're going to pass. And if you don't get a A, nobody gives a shit. You'll be fine.
I think so. Matt's been helping me a lot, though. He's like, you'll
All
be
right.
okay.
Oh.
Yeah. So this interview it's about Dylan because he's still at home. It has to be
Okay.
child 0 to 18. So, what does Dylan eat on a regular day? Like, what do you feed him, or what?
Okay, so he's mostly on his own in the sense that I already leave the house before he even gets up.
Mm-hmm.
So breakfast is on his own. So
Okay.
usually, what, glass of milk maybe, if I'm lucky. So he's not really much of a big breakfast eater. School, he's buying lunch. And we just asked him this question the other day. So, rice bowl with chicken and vegetables that they serve like a teriyaki bowl.
Mm-hmm.
He says he's also a burger, fries at school.
Okay.
Oh yeah, typical teenage.
That's
He
school lunch.
is. Yeah, I know. And that's at school, so not really breakfast. And we make him like he usually takes some snacks. Sometimes it's usually like I don't know, like a granola bar or something.
Mm-hmm.
But he snacks when he gets home. So he gets home around, I don't know, 2:33 or something like that. He's a big fruit eater. So if we have oranges or apples or bananas, he's not too keen for. Grapes, he loves that. He will eat fruit. He will finish fruit. He will peel the fruit. He'll eat it. But then along with the fruit goes along, if there's a bag of chips there, he'll eat the bag of chips. If there's pretzels, he'll eat pretzels. Whatever is salty. To kind of, why are you laughing? To go with the fruit.
It's just funny to hear about like what he's eating too.
Oh yeah, he doesn't.
Just
I mean, he's the only good saving grace for him is fruit, and he loves salads. So anything with like season, I can mix the. I try to make him a salad at least four or five times a week. Not just romaine, like I'll throw spinach, like my mom used to do that, and with Caesar dressing. He loves that. He's not a big crouton fan. He cares less about the croutons, whereas Matt loves the croutons. You know what I mean? Like he won't eat a Caesar salad without the croutons. But I'm making a meal, and as you know, Mario and I have been on the Whole30, or Mario is on. Oh yeah.
You're still doing that?
I'm cheating in the sense that we have alcohol, obviously, on the weekends, but I put Mario strict on it. Like he's strict on it, and he's already probably lost around 9 pounds.
Wow.
I know you'll see he looks thinner in the face, and it's the only thing that's worked for him because I said if you're not going to do it like strict and cheat, then don't do it because it defeats the purpose. And it's been really good. He takes his nut butters to work. He knows what he can and can't eat. He reads the labels. So if Mario can do it. But anyways, so making the meals, as you know, is a huge part of it. So that means Dylan's been eating. I'll make like a shepherd's pie with a salad. I'll make lasagna meat, vegetables, and salads and potatoes. So Dylan's been kind of like receiving end of it, unless every now and then he wants pasta. He loves pasta, and I usually make the meat sauce. I will throw spinach in there and carrots and blend it, and he won't even know that it's in there.
Dang. I mean, yeah, you can't taste it when it's blended.
You
in
can't
like
taste
that.
it. My mom used to do that to us, so that's what I do to him. So basically, he's on his own breakfast and lunch. Dinners is on us, and snacks. He's actually pretty good about snacks. He evens out crappy snacks. Do you know what I mean? Things out of a bag, which everyone knows is bad for you, right? With fruit.
Okay.
Yeah, not a lot of vegetables. Loves broccoli though. So that's where like the bowls come in. Steamed broccoli. He doesn't like overcooked, but he eats a lot of broccoli. I could give him broccoli with ranch. You could eat that nonstop. Mm-hmm.
All the time.
Well, not all the time, but I mean, he's pretty good about it. You know what? Most kids don't even think about that, even at
Yeah.
8. He's going to be 18 day after tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. So, yeah, broccoli and things like that. But he's not a big breakfast unless it's Saturday or Sunday, and then we make him something.
Okay.
Breakfast
But he
burrito.
won't. Yeah. And
Waffle,
he leaves
still
like
make it.
early for school anyway, so you're not really like
He's-
hungry.
Well, it's like me. I'm not a. It's like you leave that early. It's like I'm not. I have my coffee. I'm not really a breakfast person. He kind of followed into that suit, and Mario gets so mad because he should be eating a full. It's like not all of us are the same, and he's this
Fair.
big, as you know.
Yeah.
And it looks like he went through a little growing spurt, so he's even taller and pretty much the same weight.
Jeez.
Yeah, he's really thin, but it filled out. Look at Mario. Mario filled out.
Mm-hmm. I mean,
And
Matt looks exactly
Matt's
like.
filling out for Matt. Yeah.
I mean, when I see pictures of Mario, like he looks exactly like what
They
Matt
do.
looks like now.
Oh, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. Like even Mario, like the defined little muscles and everything. They were thin and 6-pack and everything. But that's how they were. But they fill out.
They fill out.
If you have food, they fill out. So that's mostly him. He does like on Fridays and Saturdays, he goes out with his friends and they do Korean barbecue. I don't think there's a lot of vegetables involved in that.
Like all
Or they'll go to like flame broil or they're not really fast food eaters. They like to go somewhere like that to eat,
They'll like go out. Yeah, I remember him going to like Soup Plantation one time.
He loves Soup Plantation. Another thing, big soup eater. So we'll make soup at least once a week. And soup will always have chicken and vegetables in it, and he can eat that. Like if it's got cabbage and the celery and the carrots and stuff, he's kind of a half and half. He's like a half a good eater. Do you know what I mean? Like he likes all those type of things that are kind of rare usually at that age, and of course the not so good things, chips, cookies, whatever,
Snacks, bad snacks, yeah.
bad snacks. He's not doing what Mario and I are doing, so.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, thank you.
Okay. You're welcome.
Okay, next one. Are you concerned about processed foods, sodium, sugar, organic, GMO, when it comes to nutrition for him?
I am more concerned, and he knows with fruit, there's like a big 5 for me. Strawberries, spinach, tomatoes, like apples. There are like 5. I can't think of the last one. Blueberries, I think it is, something like that. That for me, I think you have to buy hands down organic because those are the ones that they most, strawberries, most pesticides on. So a lot, avocados, big thick skin, bananas, big thick skin, not so much penetration, where strawberries, you're biting into it, spinach, you're biting into it. Blueberries, you're biting into. So anything that, that thin skin that you can penetrate, it's huge. And the more I learn about organic and it affecting us, because now more and more food's made, more and more pesticides, people have rare things that are just strange. I mean, not so much for me, but of course you want better for your children. So those type of things we try to buy organic as much as we can. Fruits and vegetables we try to buy. GMO, you hear about genetically modified. I know it affects the brain some way, shape, or form, but I think I'm more lean on the side of organic pesticides, so I do worry about it. So I preach that to Matthew and Dylan, and I'm hoping that's going to carry on and kind of listen, they hear about it. Of course you do. I want them to be, smarter, better, stronger than Mario and I. and for their kids, because I don't know how it's going to affect them when they decide to have children. They might have, bad sperm.
Yeah, I was going to say, like something funky.
Yeah,
you don't want,
sperm, bad, autism, all these things, so better, Okay, next.
Do you have any concerns about childhood obesity or undernutrition?
Obesity, no, obviously. There's not really obesity on my side of the family. We don't have chunky monkeys. Undernutrition a little bit for Dylan because he's so thin, and he more thin. I mean, I would say more thin than Matthew was, And what's funny is Dylan always had the bigger muscle tone, more body than Matthew did. So, when they were growing up.
Wow.
So to see Dylan so thin kind of is a little concerning, but at the same time, I think I have to take a step back. Matthew was always doing club and club soccer and school soccer.
Oh.
He was burning a lot of calories at that time. Whereas Dylan, so you're hungry. You have to fuel your body at some point. So Matthew would grab his snacks. Whereas Dylan doesn't seem too hungry all the time, kind of normal.
Mm-hmm.
And it's because he's more sedentary, video games, and there's not really any physical activity other than skateboarding, which is few and far between.
Mm-hmm.
So he doesn't burn as many calories, so he doesn't need as many calories, let's say, in that sense.
Yeah.
Is he growing? Yes. Is he sleeping? Yes. Do I see him being like malnutrition? He might be a little bit underweight, but all in all, knowing our gene pool in our family, I know he's going to fill out.
Okay.
So, okay.
Does he take any supplements?
No.
Okay.
Oh, actually, let me look on the board. Mario hung up something on his wall because it's supposed to stimulate appetite. Hold on. So
For Dylan?
Yeah, it was a sign here on the wall. It said, "Remember to take your." Oh, here it is. Yeah, we got it in organic form. B complex from Mother's.
Oh.
So
oh,
yes,
it's the drops.
every day. Yeah, it drops. So it takes that. You could just put it in water, and that's to stimulate appetite also.
Oh, wow.
So that's the only supplement he takes. Yeah, because Mario obviously a little more of a manager than me, so we had to stop by at Mother's to look for.
Wow.
I know. Oh yeah.
Okay. I didn't know that.
There you go. And he even put up a sign, "Don't forget to take a B complex." But it looks like the sign was taken down after Dylan got a new computer and desk.
Oh, okay.
Yes, there you go.
Yesterday?
No.
Oh.
He got a new computer. I don't know. He built one. Do you know, like he wanted to build a gaming computer, and they bought all the components, and he put it together, and
Ooh.
it's got a light up keyboard and everything. Yeah. So.
Wow.
His own money. His own money. Yeah.
Oh, that's what he wants to do. Go for it.
Yeah.
Damn. That's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
What are the issues surrounding childhood nutrition today that concern you?
I think I've already touched on that subject. So it'd obviously be all the additives that they add to food, especially, pesticides being huge. I think that's probably one of the worst. And I think that leads to a lot of issues that are stemming kids, the ADD, ADHD. I think the maybe autism. We don't know. Nothing's been proven. But also the GMO, genetically modified things. So we try to buy anything that we can. Obviously not, that has non-GMO, because obviously I don't want them affecting my grandkids. You know what I mean? I don't know if it's going to affect sperm, the reproductive system, their brains. I don't want them coming down with early Alzheimer's or anything like that. So obviously anything that's not added to them. We try to practice good food, like buy organic meats, grass-fed, that type of thing. So they hear me preaching about it. So
and you guys are good about it at the house too. I mean, I always see
we're pretty good. I mean, obviously, we go out to dinner and you get this and you get that, and you can't be. I don't think you can live your life so strict, like, oh, I'm not going to eat anything, and it's like I'm not going to have the soy sauce because it was. You know what I mean? You're going to drive yourself crazy. But I think you could be like a good 75-25. Do you know what I mean?
Balance, yeah.
A nice balance, like you can eat 25%. Like, yeah, and most of that, 75%, try to eat well, supplements, things like that, and just kind of just preserve your body, I guess, and nutrition. It all comes from nutrition. It's what you put in.
Agreed.
What you get out later
Yep.
on in life. Anyways.
But this is the last one. It's just, what about nutrition do you wish you knew more about? Because...
That's a good one. I would say that, you know what I think in from what I've seen when I was little to now, labels were not really mandated by the FDA when I was little. So our parents bought food. There was no real labels on the back. Do you know about fat, carbohydrates? What are the ingredients? And, you know what I mean? Now everything has, the calories, the fat, the sodium, the potassium, right?
Your percentage of everything.
Oh,
too.
yeah. That's your life. That's what you know. Do you know what I mean? In your lifetime, not when I was little. And I would like them to be what I would like, because, you read the labels, when you're doing, you're trying to follow something semi-strict. You read the labels and you just don't want to be lied to. But I just feel sometimes that there's a tweaking, like when it says natural flavors. Well, what are those natural flavors?
Oh.
Those could be additives that they just cover up. The FDA says, okay, yeah, that is natural. But in my mind, from what I've heard and kind of what I've read between the lines, I would like a little more transparency in that, in the labels. That's what I would
That's
like.
fair.
In nutrition wise, yeah, to see what's going in.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you know what you're getting with the pear. You know what you're getting with spinach. You're getting, you know, when you're getting fruits and vegetables, or how the meat was treated, or you know what I mean, how the meat was, you know, those type of things.
Yeah.
Because we didn't kill the cow, slice it up and dice it. What did they add to it to keep it fresh?
Mm-hmm. That's fair.
Those type of things. Yeah, better labeling, like more transparency, I would think, in nutrition, because that's where we get it. You know, if you read the labels.
I mean, you just want to know what's going in, because a lot of you're right. Like with the natural flavors, you're like,
you get that all the time.
Yeah.
And in my mind, I choose to ignore it, like when I have the LaCroix, right, and the natural flavors.
Yeah. What I'm drinking right now.
Because it's like, oh no, it's natural flavors. There's days where I'm like, oh no, that's just BS, and there's days like, oh, you know what?
It's fine. It's good.
It's fine. You know. So, anyways, you know, if you come down to it, you would be reduced to fruits and vegetables. But in the end, even though they are organic, at the end, if we didn't pick them and grow them, how do you know?
Exactly.
How do you know? You don't. You don't know. Mm-hmm. So try to be as pure as possible. But yeah, better labeling. But I think we're pretty strict in the United States compared to
some other places.
I think the rest of the world, actually. But anyways. Is that good?
Yeah.